Hi, welcome to Kanji Master Day 5. We're going to get straight into it. This kanji is going to look pretty familiar to you. This is the kanji for ball, but obviously looks very similar to the kanji for king. And just draw the kanji for king, add a little drop. You can imagine this drop is, like we've talked about it as being sweat. So if you can imagine him sweating so much, however, his sweat actually bounces like a ball. You can imagine that. It's a very strange image, but easy to remember if it's strange, right? So, Gyoku, Tama, and Dama. Gyoku being the onyomi, and Tama and Dama being the kunyomi readings. Tama meaning ball or sphere, and Gyoku means like a jewel or something valuable like jade, like a jade stone or something like that. On to the next one. Following on from the last kanji for ball, this is the kanji for round, connected. Gan is the onyomi, and maru and marui are the kunyomi readings. When you draw it, it's simply just like drawing a 9, but you add a little extra drop of sweat there. You can imagine that maybe if you can think about the actual, the digit 9, or the numeral, the number 9, if it gets really big and round, this part gets round and round and round, becomes rounded, as this part gets fatter, fatter and fatter. And you imagine it becoming a ball, and it's because it's so fat it starts to sweat. This is strange, but this kanji is still quite common, and I think you'll see it enough that it won't confuse you. Anything round or anything to roll up, maru. Cool. On to the next kanji. This kanji looks very similar to the kanji for child, if you remember. Child. Except we don't have that extra line, so it's an even more simplified version than that. This kanji means to end or to complete. The onyomi reading is ryo, so like shuryo, to complete or come to an end. When you're drawing it, I can forget about this one. When you're drawing it, if you think about this, it looks quite similar to the katakana for ma. But if we just keep going until the end, for it's complete, then you end up with this kanji, opposed to this katakana. It's a little lame, but it works, and it's a very simple shape. I'm sure you won't have any trouble remembering it. Yet another familiar looking kanji. This kanji looks very similar to the kanji for right, which we've learned before. This is the kanji for stone. Seki, shaku, koku are the onyomi readings, and the ishi is the kunyomi reading. I'm going to be referring to the way that Wanikani helped me remember this kanji, so full credit to Koichi and his guys over there. This radical means leaf. I kind of imagine a little fairy, terrible fairy, sitting underneath a leaf. That's how I can imagine it's like a big leaf protecting the fairy in the rain or something like that. It's quite visual. In this case, you've got that same leaf over the top of a mouth. Now what kind of mouth just stays open? I'm trying to imagine something almost mythological here. There's a city of people who've been turned to stone magically. I don't know why. And a very kind person goes over and puts leaves over all the top of them to protect them from the rain. So there's this stone mouth which is open with a leaf protecting it. Stone. Strange? I kind of like the story. Next. This next kanji is not actually a kanji at all. It's a repeater. So when you see this kanji, you read the previous kanji, kind of double it. So for example, tokidoki is another kanji for time. Toki. Doki. Sometimes. Becomes sometimes. So it's a repeater kanji. Kurikaishi, meaning to repeat, or a repetition. The nickname they have on Wanikani is actually perfect to remember it. It doesn't really have a name. I asked Japanese people about what it was called. They didn't have a name for it either. But it's literally no ma. Katakana no, katakana ma. No ma. Put them together, that's the symbol you get, and that means to repeat the previous kanji. Pretty easy. This comes up a lot. You'll see it really often. And maybe surprise your Japanese friends if you say, this is called noma, and then show them the katakana drawing. They may be impressed. Or not, as the case may be. We'll see. Anyway, last one for today, let's do it. Great one to finish on, and very appropriate for anyone who's following this course. You've managed to learn about 130 kanji in what? Less than a week? 10. No? Sai. This is the reading. Sai. 10 sai. Genius. You guys are geniuses. That's a lot of progress in such a short time. Shape's quite simple. It's just a cross. A little hook on it. Don't forget the hook. And then like a slide. If we break it down, I'm going to use Koichi's from Wanikanji's example again. If you're learning kanji and you haven't signed up for this application or website yet, I thoroughly recommend doing it. This is really helping me remember these shapes and put sort of meaning to the form. Cross, symbol of religion. Religion's so easy to slide into. Everyone's so welcoming and kind. And once you're in, they hook you. Can't get out. That's so genius, isn't it? Sai. 10 sai. Genius. See all you geniuses tomorrow.